Hello and welcome back to the truly Bedrock server. Now today I just thought to start off up here because I just wanted to show you this happy face, this happy derpy face on Turtle. The stomach's feeling much better now, so Turtle is now smiling, which is good. So I just thought I'd show you that, and it's quite a nice view up here. It's really quite fun because you can't see the islands in the background. So let's just turn around, have a quick look at what I've been doing between the episodes. It's quite a run over the top of Turtle here. Quite a big one, quite a big turtle. So what I've been doing, as you can see over there, I've been planting up some very old-fashioned farming areas. This was just literally to get some of my crops rolling, really, in case I do want to do something a bit bigger, which I do, which is going to come in the not-too-distant future. So I've got myself some wheat and obviously the pumpkins and melons going on over here. We're going to automate these at some point soon. Coming over inside of Turtle, let's go in here. I have got myself a portal set up, which I don't think I had in the last episode, but it's all set up now. I'm actually linked up into the system. We're getting the drops. I've got this little smelter going on here. This needs an upgrade. This is just literally it's just 4 furnaces, and I'm using quite a lot of hoppers and chests and all sorts there, so that can be massively improved. And then what else we've got? This is what we've got so far from the kelp. So this has taken quite a while. Now if you imagine each one of these is 9 stacks of kelp that's been cooked, this is quite a lot of kelp. So yeah, quite a lot of kelp going on in there. It's going to take a while to get all of the kelp that I need. But anyway, guys, what are we actually doing today? Now that I've got this farm going on that seems to be working quite nicely and very noisily, I kind of want to do some more farming. Yeah, so today what I really want to do is I want to build up a bamboo and sugarcane farm. And I've got this design in mind, and there's going to be a link down in the description to the person who designed it. This has been designed by Jade. In my opinion, it is an unbelievably clever design. I really like it. So do go over and have a look at the video, but we're going to build it up today. And it's really neat, really tidy, really cheap, and we're going to build it across here approximately. So it's going to come out from there, and the drops are going to get pushed up in this direction up through here and then go into, let's just put some armor on. Whoops, no. I'm going to some of these chests right here. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to sort out the drops and how they're going to be moving up into that area and where they're going to be going in, and then from there I can work out where the rest of the farm's going to go. And I think I'm going to go all the way up to, you know, top of the water right there. So let me get a few things together and we'll make a start on that, and we'll be back in a second. I think whilst I'm doing that I'm going to switch this off because it is rather noisy. So we'll be back in a moment. Right, so that is where the items are going to go up. I've just encased that in some glass. I've got some soul sand at the bottom so that when the items go in, they go flying up to the top. Let's just test that. Off it goes. Zoom. Fantastic. Now, what do I need? I need to pick up some of my ice, and I'm going to put in 1, 2, very slowly I'm going to put in 3 bits of ice. 1, 2, 3. Right, and then from here I can start putting in the dirt. I don't have any dirt on me. I can't believe I left that up to the top. I'm going to have to build quite a lot of this, and then I'm going to have to dry it out from the inside, which is going to make it a little bit complicated. Maybe I'm going to build this a little bit off the ground as well, because I really want to get all of my drops down one side, and this is going to have 2 outputs for drops, one at the far end and one over here. Yeah. I think I need to start putting out some blocks. Start off putting out some blocks first, and then I'll see what I get to. So I'm going to build this a little bit off the ground. So first things first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now I think that should be right. So what I'm thinking is the drops that get swept in this direction can drop down and then get swept underneath in that direction. So realistically, all I'm going to need is some water at the end there that's going to push them over here, and then some ice in the middle. So let's just count that out. So if they drop in here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there and there. A bit of ice. Yeah, and then I think trapdoors right there. But like I said, I'm going to have to build a lot of this underwater and then work it all out afterwards. So if I have trapdoor there and then new water there, then that should push it all the way along to here, and in they go. And then the next layer, they can all just drop off. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go get some dirt. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's perfect. That's where that's going to go. What I need here is a layer of blocks. And then on this side, I need the same again. Kinda like that. Right, so the items come flying off this end, they land in some water here, they get pushed back. Right. In fact, maybe I don't need it as long as I've made it. Right, so I am basically going to just build this thing and see how it turns out. And if I make any mistakes, then I'm going to have to go back. And it's so simple, really. I shouldn't make any mistakes. It's just that I'm doing things a little bit complicatedly because I'm doing it underwater, which of course always makes things a little bit more complicated. But I think it's going to look really cool. And I like it. So let's just crack on with this. So what we're going to do here is we've got to come out to this level. I'm going to have to lay out some blocks here to put things on. Right, and then from there we're going to go straight across with these blocks. I'm just using glass because I like it. Whoops. I'll have to pick that back up in a moment or two. Right. I think I can do the same from there. Let's just fill that in. And that. Let's get that back in there and that in there. Right. So what I want to do is I want to get my pistons. And I want to place them like this. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Right. Does that work? Oh no, that's in the wrong place. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a pain because, again, it's underwater and I'm making it more complicated for myself. But what the heck? If Minecraft was easy, nobody would play it. So we're going to fill in these with glass. And then we're going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And I'm going to put one... I'm actually going to ignore this end one. This is not going to be anything. So I'm going to take that back out. That is sort of going to be a lost space. But I can live with that. So more like that. Okay. Grand. Then a solid block here. And then we're going to go up with this one right here. And then the same on the other side. Right, so that is basically one layer all done. Now I'm going to move on to the next layer now. So I need to get my dirt in hand and it's going to start right there. Like that. So I'm going to fill all of this in, all the way up to the top. Let's see from here. Might as well just... Yeah, I think I'll just come up like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then we start with glass again. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to build all this up for a good distance. And we'll see what it's looking like in a moment or two. Right, so that is half of it done. I'll show you from the other side there and then you'll get an idea why it's only half. So I've started putting in the layers down there on that side. I haven't actually done any of the redstone at all yet. So what I need to do is I need to make some little redstone safe areas. Which is going to be a little bit of a pain. It's going to mean me putting in blocks that I don't particularly want there, but then having to remove them somehow whilst in water. Again, I do make things a bit difficult for myself. This would be a lovely, easy build on dry land. But that's not what we're about. So I'm going to go around and put a little pod like this over the top of each of those things. In fact, if I do it like that, then I'll be able to place the redstone from the inside without getting into too much bother. And that saves me a job of taking it all away. Okay, that makes sense. So that's what we're doing. Or at least that's what I'm doing. If you don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, it hopefully become clear by the end of this episode. Okay, so that is most of the internals done. I think the next thing that I need to do is dry this out. So let's have a look at it from here. Oh, it looks quite nice down there. I like this red and green stuff. I think it looks really, really cool. So anyway, we need to dry this out now. So I've organised myself a little internal hatch to get in. And I've got to be careful here, because if I go too far, then I'm going to go up in the water chute, which I don't want to do. So from here, what's the best thing to do? Best thing is just to get the sponges in hand and start spamming them down and see how much I get covered. Now I think if I place one about there, not quite everything. So maybe what I want to be doing is around about here. There? Yeah. Now that is looking quite good. It looks like it's got a bit more of a range downwards than upwards. Let's try here this time. Yeah, you see, that wasn't quite enough. So the ideal gapping is about 3. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Woo! So if I want 1, 2, 3, so if I want to do all of this here about there, then about there, and about there. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, it looks like one of these things got waterlogged. Need to sort that out. Can't be having any waterlogged pistons. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dry all of this out, collect up the sponges, and see where I'm at that point. So we'll be back in a moment. Right, so that is all of the internals dried out now. There really isn't that much more to do, except from a little bit at the top there where I need to reorganise the water stream so it goes into a hopper. But the general idea is now that... What is that? Is that something bouncing up and down in there? Why was that bouncing up and... That's the real question. What's going on here? Huh. So am I missing a water source? Is that what's going on? I think I might be missing a few water sources. I think I might suddenly get propelled. Oh, lovely. I love it when it works. That's the thing. You know, you work out what's wrong, and then you just do a couple of things, and it's like, right, it's working again. Great. Okay, so I'll just show you my sneaky little way in. So I've got a little hatch down here that's going to let me in. Now, what I want to do is I want to test that the items are actually going all the way up there without getting stopped. Now, did that make it into the stream there? Pretty certain it did. I'm going to go and collect it anyway because I want it back. And there it is. Great. Okay, so we'll go back down there one more time, and then we'll start working on the redstone. So down and down we go again. In. Right, so that's where I want this layer. So I'm just going to have a layer of blocks right here. Oh no, no. Okay, that's fine. Yes, okay, so that works. So the main thing that I need to do now is I need to take away these sponges. I need to plant some crops. And I do need to do a little bit of redstoning. And quite a bit of block placement, which is going to be a little bit painful. But we'll see how we go. So I'm going to go... How many layers have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5 layers I've got there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 layers of bamboo and 2 layers of sugarcane. So, like this, all the way along. Very simple. Now from here, where's the middle block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right there. Now that's going to push items in both directions, nice and tidy. Excellent. Now, a little bit worried about this. I might need to rethink this a little bit. I think I need a sign there, and I need to move another water source right there. And the reason that I need to have another one is because this is standing water. If something lands exactly in it like that, it's going nowhere. Whereas, if I put in another water source right next to it, like that, and I drop something in there, yep, one of them, it's... Ooh. It's going to prove me wrong. That's what it's going to do. Oh, that sucks. But basically, there is only one very, very small area where it can get stuck. Everything else is going to get moved. And that should have got moved up, and the other one should have got moved up. Okay, so I'm kind of happy with that as it is. Now I'm going to go with my redstone torches right here. Like this. Now, if you haven't seen Jade's video, the way that this works is basically you're creating a burnout torch. So on the other side here, above this block, I'm going to be placing a piece of redstone basically on top of this sea lantern. And that's going to create a burnout clock. And whilst that burnout clock is running, these will be extended. When they stop being extended, this is off. And then when this grows, it creates an update, which makes it trigger, which makes them extend. Really simple, really, really cool, in my opinion. So what I need to do is I need to make quite a lot of signs. So I'm going to crack on with that and going to work my way up and build this up. So this will be all done in a few minutes, and then we'll be adding the redstone on the next layer as we go up as well. Right, so I'm now up on this level and I need to put in those bits of redstone dust. Now, unfortunately, my plans didn't quite go to plan. But nearly, they nearly did. So I need to put that on there. That's going to set off the torch. I think they're lost forever. Do I mind? Not so much. I think I'm okay. I think I've got enough of these. So I'm going to place one there. And then just keep repeating. Okay, so that is quite a lot of the internal done. I've got a little bit more to do, which I kind of forgot about, but I'm just remembering now. And that is I need to put in some of this glass. So I need to put in the stained glass here so that basically... Can I get past that? Thank you. When the pistons push, it's going to push against the glass, and the glass is going to stop the item halfway, and then everything's going to be fine. It's all going to be good. Now... It's difficult to demonstrate this and place it, but you're just going to have to trust me. This glass is going to make a big difference to this build, because it makes sure that the items always drop down and not just get pushed across. It's also handy when I'm actually going to be doing the sugarcane up above to place water on top of the glass, and it flows out across the glass and makes sure that everything drops down at the right place. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing for a little while now, just to make sure that this is all done and correct. I think because I'm doing it like this, I can probably take that away and let that start doing its own thing. And I think I want to collect that up. I want to collect up any extra bamboo that I've got lying around here, because it's kind of handy to have. Right, here we go. Right, so I've actually ran out of glass for a little bit, so I'm baking some more up in here so you can see it going on in there. So in the meantime, what I thought was I could finish off this little area up here and actually get the drops going in where I want them. I've got one hopper on me. Do I have a spare hopper anywhere? Like in there? No, I don't. I'm going to have to make myself another one. Now, where's all my iron gone? What's that? So many noises. Where has all my iron gone? What have I done with it? I've put it somewhere stupid and forgotten. That's what I've done with it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just need one more hopper. So let's just do that. Now, what I want it to do is I want it to go straight into there. So in essence, all that I really need to do now is put a piece of glass there and then get some water to drop down from above. Where are you? You are right there-ish, I think. So let's take that one out with a silk touch. Yeah, okay. So, actually no, it's this one here. Right, I think if I do that, then I'm golden. So once all of the water's connected back up at the bottom, everything should float up here and get collected up. Let's see, let's put these back first, my bits of growth. I only get one back from that. What happened to the other one? Oh, it went into there. Oh, of course, it'll be in the chest. Okay, so. Did that land in my chest? No, that didn't land in there. Where are you? Oh, interesting. I think it'll work once I've got the soul sand re-exposed. I kind of closed off the soul sand because it was getting a little bit annoying getting up and down, and that was causing the problems. So, let's see. If I just jump back down there, then that should be me all done. Maybe what I need to do is I need to have an easy access way in here. So if I get 2 trapdoors, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have trapdoors to help us here. Where's all my wooden bits? Got 14 birch trapdoors. Lovely. So first one goes out there. See, the main reason for putting the trapdoors in is that these are going to change, or the nature of the water is going to change when... Oh, darn it. I thought I might be able to get away with this. Well, I guess I can. The nature of the water is going to change when I take out the block at the bottom. So, let's see how we're doing. Got my soul sand. We're going to get ready for this. Whoosh. Ugh. What a pain. I need another one. There we go. So that's my easy way in and out. So that's my easy way back up. I'm going to have to put chests back here. but otherwise the item should be getting deposited in here now. Let's see if we can see anything coming up. Yeah, there we are. Let's get rid of that. Right, so that is it, all finished completely, which is very, very nice. I'm very happy. It took a little bit longer than I'd hoped, but working underwater is always going to be a challenge. Now, if we just pop down here, I don't know if I explained this that well earlier, but when the pistons push out, they're going to push the drops right against this stained glass pane, and then they just drop straight down. Now, because I've got water and stained glass and various things in layers down here, anything that might get caught on the top of some of this stained glass is going to get pushed off to the edges. Most things drop straight through to the bottom, and then they get caught up in that water stream that's going to lift them all the way up there. So mostly this is basically it. Now the upshot is that I've actually now got a little secret room up here I can do what I want with. And I say secret, it's not so secret. Anybody who's looking around could find it. And in fact, I've just told everyone who's watching this video, so I'm a bit rubbish at keeping secrets, it seems. But yeah, that is the entire farm working, doing its thing. Now every time that you see some redstone dust flashing, that's it harvesting. And that's it harvesting automatically. No observers. Really, really cheap as well. I mean, it is really surprisingly cheap for this. So yeah. Okay, so I just thought we'd come up here and have a look at how things are going up here. We're getting the drops coming in on a regular basis. You know, I'm quite happy with that. I think that is doing absolutely fine. So yeah, we're just getting odd bits and bobs here and there. It isn't always going to harvest 3 at a time because any of the 3 growth areas around the torch is where it can harvest from. So yeah, let's have a quick look over here. Sit in the stream for a moment. Let's see what we get. Oh, some odds and ends. It's just taking its time. It's doing lovely. Basically, it's going to take a bit of time for me to AFK around here and start collecting all of those drops, and then I've got as much scaffolding and bamboo as I could ever need. So anyway guys, that is it. That is all that I've got time for today. We have got now as much bamboo and sugarcane as we want, and I don't have to do anything for it. I don't have to plant a single thing. It's just going to keep going. Look at that, it looks really cool as well. I think living underwater is kind of the life for me. So life on the open waves with my pirate skin. I do like this pirate skin. Anyway guys, just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do leave a like, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye!